most working women, independent women, grown women can go out and buy themselves things.
What are two main things that women tend to get very anxious about in relationships?
I'm not into the double standards. So if you feel like it's okay for you to gyrate and grind on a woman, then be okay with me grinding on a man. Hey family, welcome back to
On Cloud Lindsay. In the last video, we had difficult questions women are afraid to ask men. Now I have some questions here that are difficult questions that men, well maybe some men, are afraid to ask women.
Alright, listen, my mouth is honest, so I don't know. If these questions crazy, my answer is probably going to be crazy too. So
Alright, so let's get right into it. So the first question is, what do you think about a man with hair on their chest? Do you think it's attractive?
Listen, a little hair is okay as long as it's not like little ants. You know those little ants grain, the little roll up something?
A pepper grain?
Pepper grain ants. That's I'm just thinking about it and I'm getting scared. It creeps me out. I don't like that. So groom yourself. If you have hair on your chest, you have body hair, that's fine as long as it's not gross body hair. Brush it every morning. Moisturize it just like you do your head. Moisturize that chest hair. Brush it through, soften it down, or shave it all off.
I do none of the above, just in case.
But you don't have pepper grain hair.
But it's natural hair.
But you don't have. It's not the gross hair.
So wait, what kind of hair do I have?
You got like fine hair. Fine.
Fine. It's fine. Okay, it's fine.
Not
I have fine hair.
But like.
All right. A follow-up question to this is: so what about beard and mustache?
I love a good beard. I love a good facial hair. Again, as long as it's well groomed and taken care of, I love that. It's all about taking care of yourself, right? Keeping yourself groomed, because honestly, you want us to look our best. We can't come to you with all our legs full up of hair, braiding hair and stuff like that. We don't come to you like that, so don't come to us like that, right?
But who said men had that as a requirement? Maybe it doesn't matter.
Nah, it matters. Listen, groomed. Well groomed.
All right. Okay, so I guess that's still your opinion for this next question, which is, do you think it is necessary for men to shave pubic areas? Because, okay, facial hair, that's something everybody will see, but other places, not everybody will see it. So is it necessary? Because some men feel more masculine when they have their facial hair, their armpits everywhere. So what do you think about that?
You know, if you don't shave your pubic area, it makes you look small, right? All that bush eating.
But
again, it just disappears. And you know, the first thing we do is see. So I mean, if we can't see it, we're not gonna try to find it.
Well, if you can't see it, you'll feel it.
No.
So,
groomed,
did you see my questions?
Groomed, well groomed. Listen. It doesn't have to be bald, but groomed, nicely groomed.
Okay. All right. So next question. Well, these questions just went straight into it.
Who sent you these questions?
On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest or best, how important is size in the relationship?
The age-old question, does size matter?
It's not if it matters, but how important it is, because it matters to everybody, but not as much as it is for some people. So it might matter to one person, but not as much as it matters to another person. So for you,
I think that I feel like
on a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, let me say this. In this age range that we're in, like I feel like if you're in that age from 30 to 30 up, 30 and onwards, if you're in that age range, size it's not, I don't want to say like size is extremely important or it's not important, but I will say that we need something to work with. If we don't have if we don't have anything to work with, thank you, but no thanks. Right? So, I mean, if you tickle me, I'll laugh. Right? so if you don't want to be laughed at, don't come with foolishness. And at the same time, we're not exactly looking for somebody to shift our womb.
Okay, I got your point, but I just want to leave you with 2 Jamaican, I guess, proverbs or sayings. 1, little axe fall, big tree. And 2, it's not this. It's not the size of the gun, but the effect of the bullet.
You know how long it will take a small axe to chop down a big tree?
You chop it eventually.
We don't have that time.
You chop it eventually.
We don't have that time.
All right. So, on a matter of personality, does it matter if a man is gentle and soft-spoken, or should he be rough and aggressive?
It depends. Are you rough and aggressive all the time? Because I scare easily. So if you're always going to be hollering at me, then we're not going to have a good relationship, because I'm going to be in fight or flight mode all the time. So rough and aggressive, I don't think so. Gentle and soft spoken, yeah, that's more my speed. Like, talk to me nice. Talk to me nice if you're trying to get good results out of me.
But what I realize is that some women attribute being gentle and soft spoken to being feminine or to being weak. What do you have to say about that?
I don't think so. I personally don't. There's so many other things that that means that can say a man is feminine or effeminate or whatever. But being soft spoken and gentle, I don't think that means you're feminine. But being masculine, okay, I don't think one means you're rough and tough means you're masculine, and if you're soft spoken means you're feminine. To me, it means it's argumentative versus somebody who I can reason with, somebody who I can have a conversation with. If you are rough and hollering all the time, I can't have a conversation with you. If you speak level-headedly, then I see you as somebody that, yes, I can talk to this person. So if we have a disagreement, I know you're not going to knock my head off my shoulder. Right? So I feel like I'm more comfortable and I feel more safe with you being that. Also, you got to watch out for those people who are soft-spoken and gentle too.
Are you pointing at me?
I wasn't pointing. I was just, you got to watch out for those people who are gentle and soft-spoken, because I feel like those are the ones that will really come out of the woodworks when it's necessary.
Okay, so now in another sphere of things, what do you think about men who do not buy gifts for birthday, anniversary, or Christmas for his lady?
If you don't do it, somebody else will.
When I ask you what to think about somebody else, what do you think about those who don't?
That's what I think. If you don't do it, somebody else will.
Yeah, and
listen, I like gifts. Women, a lot of women, majority of women that I know like to be gifted things. And it's not a matter of whether we can afford it for ourselves, we can. But if you're with a man, you like him to give you flowers every now and then. Your birthday's coming up, because I'm going to gift you something. Your birthday's coming up, and things like that, I'm going to get you a gift. So it's nice for you to... what is it? The love language? My love language is things. My love language is things. Now, this might not be your love language. It's got like to get gifts.
Guys, you hear that? Her love language is things. Give her things and you speak in her language.
Exactly.
Tell me how that sounds.
Exactly. But it's not a matter of I can't buy myself. I can go out and buy myself anything that you can buy for me. I can buy for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Most working women, independent women, grown women can go out and buy themselves things. But if I'm with a man, I like to be surprised. Like, I don't want to say surprised because I don't really like surprises. But I like to be gifted with things. Like, I look forward to these days. My birthday is a special day. It's a public holiday. I like to be gifted, a nice little something from Tiffany's, Chanel, Gucci, wherever,
You finished?
That's it.
Okay. So coming back to the question, yes, we get it. You like to get things.
Mm-hmm.
You love things.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think about the man himself, who is probably a good man,
Mm-hmm.
but doesn't tend to practice giving gifts for these occasions? What do you think about that man himself?
Okay, so it's just he doesn't give gifts for those occasions.
Yeah, maybe he celebrates in other ways, but he doesn't buy gifts. So
okay, well, see, now you're saying something else. If he celebrates in other ways, is it still good? A good way? Or is he just completely disregarding those days? Because I think you're not listening to me. If I've expressed to you that this is what I enjoy or this is what I like, mm-hmm. and you're adamant about this is not me, this is not my thing, you're not listening to me. And I feel like things like that could cause a problem.
So wait,
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it because
you're not answering the question. The question is, what do you think about the man himself? If he is a good man, he acknowledges your birthday, mm-hmm. Christmas, whatever. Mm-hmm. Celebrate by saying happy birthday, Merry Christmas, mm-hmm. whatever, maybe spend some time with you, but you're not going to get like any big gifts.
But I need to know, like, why are you not doing it? If I've expressed like this is something that I like, why do you not do it? Are you just don't care about how I feel?
Okay.
You just think, oh, are you broke? You ain't got no money. Like, what is it? I need to know what is the reason.
It's just something that the guy doesn't practice.
Okay, so if
it's not just about you in particular, in general.
Okay.
Because maybe you like gifts, but maybe other women don't like it as much as you do. So in general, what do you think about the guy? Do you think he is mean or stingy, or is it a case where you understand, or what? That's what I'm trying to get.
I'm not gonna say it's something that I understand.
Okay.
Because I don't understand it. Like, I need to understand why have you made this decision, right? So, and then maybe I'm gonna start to think you're stingy. And maybe I'm going to think you don't love me because you're not listening to me. Because back to what I said, you don't listen to me. I'm going to think maybe you don't really care about my feelings. Because it's something that I've expressed. But now, I know people are going to say I don't care about his feelings. Because
too much.
He's expressed this. But we compromise. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it has to be for everything. But birthdays and Christmas. Let's say birthday and Christmas. Those are important days. So if you're not gonna do something for our anniversary, and like a birthday present, and it doesn't even have to be something big. It could be something small.
You know, you're saying we're not talking about specific. I mean, yeah, drop word for.
No.
But if you're not going to do anything for anniversary.
No, I'm just saying, like, we need to come to some type of a compromise.
Okay.
Because again, it's like, I hear you that it's something that you don't like to do. So I'm willing to compromise on maybe not all the time thing, but maybe once in a while is nice. Cause come on, don't be stingy with it.
Okay, so
I'm gonna just buy myself things.
Okay, well that could work.
And you ain't gonna like it.
Why do I feel so attacked? Why do I feel so attacked?
You feel attacked because you're my point of reference, but I'm not.
Don't refer to me.
I'm not directly talking about you, but I gotta consider you.
Okay, so in a nutshell, if a guy doesn't practice buying gifts for special occasions, and you are the type of woman who likes getting gifts on special occasions, basically you're saying a conversation needs to be had.
Yes.
Okay, so to establish clarity on whether or not there'll be some compromise,
yes,
or the relationship will not work because the man will not buy gifts on special occasions, even though he's a good man.
Right.
Okay.
There's lots of other good men out there that buy you things.
Okay. So, next question. So, who is a real man to you?
What do you mean a real man?
Like, how would you describe a real man? Like when you look at somebody and say, you know, this guy, he's a real man. Like, what would make you say this about a guy?
I don't really like that question.
Okay, by a real man, I mean a man who you would marry.
All right, so definitely somebody with ambition and drive, right? So ambition, like when I say you must have ambition, not only just live off of your ambition alone, but you need to be going somewhere with it. Not just, oh, I really want to do this, but you're not working towards it. So ambition and drive and respect. It comes back to somebody that I can talk to. Like, I don't need you to be rough and tough, but somebody who I can feel safe with. Like, safety is important. And I mean, when I go outside, I should be able to act reckless and know that anything happens, my man got me.
Which man? No, they go careless. Ask him which man got you. They go careless.
But definitely safety. I need to feel safe. Well, not even just me. I think all women, we all want to feel safe with our men. We wanna feel comfortable. Somebody we can comfortable talk to comfortably. Somebody we can have conversations with. Somebody who stimulates me mentally, emotionally, physically. Somebody that, to me, that I would consider a real man. Somebody you gotta have that ambition. You gotta have that drive to know that you don't want, where we are in life is not where we're gonna be stuck at. We must always continuously be elevating ourselves or pushing each other to get to that next level.
Okay. Next question is, what are two main things that women tend to get very anxious about in relationships?
Like at the start of a relationship or an established
at any point in the relationship. You can say what they are and you can say at what point. If it's at the start, this is a main thing or whatever.
The stability and sex.
Women get anxious about stability and sex. Is
like that commitment.
Who agrees with that? Who agrees with that?
Think.
Those are the two main things women get anxious about in a relationship.
Yeah, it's like, is this a relationship that's gonna go somewhere and is leading to something? And also, am I gonna be disappointed with the sex?
Okay. On the same topic of anxiety, is it more okay for men to dance a certain way with other women than it is okay for women to dance with other men who are not their partners? Is that in society, if we go to a party, it would be a bit more acceptable if I as a man go out there and dance with a woman. But if you should do the same thing, then everybody will look at you in a negative
I'm
light.
not into the double standards. So if you feel like it's okay for you to gyrate and grind on a woman, then be okay with me grinding on a man. You feeling her butt, right? You feeling her butt, right?
I don't know.
If you feeling her butt, why can I not feel his?
So why are you attacking me?
I'm not attacking you. I'm not even looking at you. I'm looking at the camera.
You're looking at me in the camera.
I'm not even looking at you. Listen, I'm not for the double standards. So if you think that it is okay for you to go out there and dance with a woman any old sort of way, be comfortable with your woman going out there and dancing with a man, because the same way how you're dancing with a woman, another man needs a partner to dance with too. So if he's looking at you and you are out there like acting up and dancing, and you're like, yo, like I want to dance with this girl, I'm gonna dance with the same way how this man is dancing with this girl is the same thing I'm gonna do. So he needs a partner too. So keep that in mind.
Okay. All right. So next question. Why do women always talk about cheating men?
What do you mean?
Like, women are always talking about men cheating. If their man cheats, what they're going to do, or just always something about men cheating, something related to men cheating.
I think women who talk about
why that's always a topic of conversation.
I think women who talk about men cheating a lot is because they have been cheated on. And the fear is, we may suppress the fear. A lot of us may suppress the fear, but a lot of us hang on to that. What if it happens again? So we hang on to that fear and we keep it in the back of our minds. And it's something that a lot of times, unfortunately, we carry into the new relationship. And unfortunately, it bothers us a little bit. And we're oftentimes on guard. And it's like, once you've been through the situation, you assess it and you start to think about the clues, the red flags, that the things that should have been red flags that you didn't see, or the red flags that you saw but didn't pay attention to because you were in that state of bliss. So you go into a new relationship and you don't want to bring it with you, but a lot of times you're looking out for those red flags. You're a little bit more keen, like, you know what? This was happening in my previous relationship and look how that turned out. So you start looking for those things in this new relationship. And we're vocal, so we start talking about stuff. We want you to know, like, this has happened to us. We're not trying for it to happen again. So be clear with your intentions. And we want to put it out there. My idea of what cheating is, your idea of what cheating is, so that we put it on the table and we know that there's no gray areas, or there's no misunderstanding. So when it does happen and when it does come up, then we know where to go from there.
Okay. All right. So apart from cheating and abuse, like physical abuse, maybe emotional abuse, under what situation or under what circumstance would you end a relationship?
Outside of cheating and abuse?
Yes.
The Bible says you're not supposed to divorce.
But what if you're not married?
Okay. So if it depends on what are your limits. What will you tolerate?
The Bible says we're not supposed to divorce.
Unless I was gonna continue, but then you cut me off.
All right, continue the answer.
So, okay, listen. You gotta set your boundaries. You gotta know your limits. And if you're in a relationship that's not working for you, maybe there's no cheating, maybe there's no abuse, but again, it comes back to the question about a real man. What you think is a real man? And for me, if you have ambition and you see where you want to be in the future, but you're not working towards it, you're not lifting me up in any type of way. As a matter of fact, if you're keeping me stagnant and keeping me down, holding me back, then why do we need to progress in that relationship? We can go our separate ways and we can continue to be friends, but
and be friends too.
yeah, we can. Of course, we can be friends. I'd love to go to a good party with you. Why not?
Okay.
But if the relationship isn't benefiting either of us, then why do we need to be in it?
All right. Wrap it up. So I'm just going to end it right here. So guys, Trish had said a mouthful and so much more, and I don't know, some of these points I'm not so clear on. I'm not sure if I'm seeing eye to eye with her, but I leave it up to you guys to share your thoughts in the comments. Let us know which points you agree with, which points you do not agree with. Let us know, and let us know if you want a part 2, because we have more questions, and I know more persons would want to send in some more questions
or anything for clarification.
All right.
So please share our videos, share our channel, like, subscribe, comment, interact with us. Just help us to get to 1,000. And we want to do a giveaway when we do get to 1,000 subscribers. So please share, like, subscribe.
Okay, so that's it for today, guys, and see you next time on Cloud Lindsay.